The Touch and Track accountability system is designed to keep track of firefighters and provide complete records of who is on a fire scene. This video contains two parts. The first is an overview of the capabilities of the Touch and Track and basic instruction in its use. The second part contains more advanced operating procedures, such as performing personnel accountability reports, or PARs, and using the instrument in the sector mode. There are 5 operating keys on the Touch and Track. The mode key is used to turn the instrument on and off, acknowledge selections, and escape or back out of menu screens. The 2 navigation keys are used to scroll through menu choices and roster lists. And the 2 function keys are used to activate functions. Turn on the Touch and Track by pressing the Mode key. The Touch and Track performs a self-test to ensure that all components are working properly. The firmware version appears first, followed by the audible and visual alarms. Next, the date and time are shown, followed by the battery voltage and the amount of free memory. After the self-test is completed, the Touch and Track will normally be in station mode. Once turned on, the Touch and Track is placed in the vehicle charger. Therefore, it's important to ensure that power is always supplied to the Touch and Track charger. When the charger has power, the LEDs on the front of the charger will be illuminated. Turn the Touch and Track off by holding the Mode key down for approximately 4 seconds. The screen display will prompt you to release the key, and the Touch and Track will shut down. When the Touch and Track is turned on again, it will return to the screen that was displayed when it was turned off. When the Touch and Track is operating in station mode, firefighters can log in with their personal ID tags. Insert the button into the Touch and Track receptacle so that the button touches the bottom and side simultaneously. When the ID is read successfully, you hear an ascending tone, the LED blinks, and the display shows the firefighter's name followed by the word Login. The ID tag's information is downloaded to the Touch and Track's roster memory, and the apparatus name is uploaded onto the ID tag. If the tag's button is removed too soon, or if there's inadequate contact, the message Error Reading Touch ID is displayed. It's then necessary to repeat the login procedure. To log out, touch the ID tag to the Touch and Track's receptacle. You'll hear a descending tone. The LED blinks, and the display again shows the firefighter's name, this time followed by the word Log Out. Again, if the ID tag's button doesn't make contact properly, you'll see an error message, Error Reading Touch ID. Log out again and make sure the tag button makes good contact. The transfer tag is used to log in an entire company, preventing long lines of firefighters waiting to log in at a fire scene. The senior officer can verify his roster by using the Who function. Once the list has been verified, it can be uploaded onto the transfer tag. Insert the button on the transfer tag into the Touch and Track receptacle. The LED blinks, and the display reads Uploading Station Roster, then Station Roster Uploaded. If the tag does not make proper contact, the error message Transfer Error is displayed. Try again, and make sure the tag button makes contact. The first apparatus to arrive at a fire scene may be in charge of overall accountability. To switch the Touch and Track from station mode to accountability mode, remove it from the powered vehicle charger. The display will ask you to select the mode, or depending on how your Touch and Track is configured, you may have to press the Mode key 3 times quickly. Press the function key labeled ACCT, which stands for Accountability. Next, you'll be asked if you are the accountability officer. Press the key labeled Yes. The display will show ACCT located at the center of the bottom line. The number in the upper left corner indicates how many firefighters are currently logged into main accountability. The number on the right side shows the number of apparatus or companies logged in. Notice that your company has been automatically logged in. To operate the Touch and Track in accountability mode when it's not in the vehicle charger, press the Mode key 3 times in 2 seconds. The display will prompt you to select the mode. Press ACCT, and, when asked if you're the accountability officer, press Yes. Logging into main accountability at the fire scene can be done in 3 ways. A firefighter can log in with his personal ID tag, an entire company can be logged in with a transfer tag, Or a firefighter can be manually logged in as a guest with the Who function key. Whenever a firefighter logs in or out of main accountability, a record is written to memory of the time that each event occurs. Logging into the touch and track at the fire scene is the same as logging in at the station. Insert the button on the personal ID tag into the receptacle so that it makes contact. When the fire is knocked down and it's time to log out of main accountability, repeat the login procedure. Insert the button on the ID tag into the receptacle. The word logout is followed by the time. To log in an entire company, insert the transfer tag button in the receptacle. You hear an ascending tone and the LED blinks. The display reads, "Downloading station roster," then "Station roster downloaded." The transfer tag can log a company out of main accountability only if it was used to log the company in. Touch the button to the receptacle and hold it there until all the names have downloaded. The display reads, "Downloading station roster," followed by the name of each individual who was logged in with that transfer tag. When the logout procedure is complete, the display reads, "Station roster downloaded." If the button is removed before the roster is downloaded, the display prompts to "Please put button back," and the alarm chirps until the button is replaced. Once the transfer tag has been used to log a company out of main accountability, the tag is cleared. To reload the company roster back onto the transfer tag, you must touch the tag to the touch and track where the company originally logged in. When you take the touch and track out of the charger, press the mode key to return to station mode. The station mode screen shows the number of firefighters logged into the touch and track in the upper left corner. Next to the number is the apparatus name. On the bottom left is the word Who, which is activated by the function key beneath it. More about the Who function in a moment. In the center is the operating mode. The touch and track is currently in station mode. On the right of the operating mode is the time function. To view time and date, press the function key beneath the word time. The Who function enables you to quickly see the names of the firefighters who were logged in. Press the function key directly beneath the word Who and scroll through the names with the arrow keys. Firefighters without personal ID tags can be logged in station mode. Press the Who key and then press Add. When the touch and track prompts you to log in a guest, press the Yes key. The ascending tone and flashing LED indicates that a guest has been logged in. The screen displays guest number login, and the guest is added to the company roster. If the No key is selected in response to log in a guest, you are returned to the previous screen. To manually log firefighters out, select Who and use the arrow keys to scroll to the firefighter's name. Select the Edit key. When prompted to confirm that the name is correct, press Yes to log the firefighter out. Select No if you do not want to log the firefighter out. You'll return to the previous screen. To log in a firefighter who does not have his personal ID tag into main accountability, press Who, then Guest. When the display prompts Log in a guest, select Yes. The tone sounds, the LED blinks, and the screen displays Guest Number Login. Select No if you wish to return to the previous screen. To log out a guest from main accountability, press Who to find the company or apparatus to which the firefighter is assigned. Press Who again to find the guest you wish to log out. Press the key labeled Out. The display will ask for confirmation of the name. Press Yes to log the individual out. Press No to return to the previous screen. The tone and blinking LED indicate a successful logout, and the display will show the name of the individual who was logged out. Note that a firefighter logged in with a personal ID tag and logged out manually will not be able to log in with his ID tag until it's reset. See the troubleshooting section of this video or the operator's manual. An important feature of the touch and track is its ability to transfer command of main accountability on the fly. To transfer command from one officer to another, line up the infrared port of the touch and track currently in accountability mode with the infrared port of a touch and track in station mode. The instruments should be about 8 inches apart. When the touch and track that's in station mode displays command transfer, select Yes. The LEDs blink to indicate that a link has been established. When they stop, the information has been transferred. Command transfer can also be done at the sector level. The Who function is useful to view a list of companies, apparatus, or firefighters currently on the fireground. Depending on how your touch and track is set up, you may be able to view firefighter names only. Press the Who key once to view which companies or apparatus are on the scene. Use the arrow key to scroll through the list. To see the names of firefighters for a specific company, press the Who key again. Use the arrow keys to scroll through the list. To find out how long a firefighter has been on the scene, select a name and press the Time key. To return to the main accountability screen, press the Mode key until you see ACCT on the center of the bottom line. A Personnel Accountability Report, or PAR, can be initiated manually or programmed to occur automatically at preset scheduled intervals. The duration of the PAR interval is set when the touch and track is configured. The operator's manual gives details on how to set up automatic PARs. When a PAR is initiated, a record is written to memory noting the time that the PAR was started and completed. To initiate a PAR manually, press the PAR key. The LED blinks and the PAR key changes to ACK, which stands for Acknowledge. A company or firefighter can be acknowledged or accounted for by pressing the ACK key. If a company or firefighter can't be accounted for, press the Mode key. When the PAR is completed and all firefighters have been accounted for, the display will read PAR completed and return to normal operation. If the PAR is completed without all firefighters being accounted for, the display will prompt Is PAR complete? Press Yes to close the PAR and write the names of the missing firefighters and the time to memory. Or press No if the PAR is not completed. When a PAR is completed without all personnel being accounted for, the LED flashes and the PAR key is displayed with an asterisk. To view who is missing, press the Who key and scroll through the list of names. The missing firefighter's name will be displayed in reverse video. A fire may warrant the creation of geographical sectors. To switch the touch and track into sector mode, remove it from the vehicle charger, or, depending on how your touch and track is configured, you may have to press the Mode key 3 times quickly. The display prompts to select the mode. Press the function key labeled SECT, which stands for Sector. When asked if you're the sector officer, press Yes. If your touch and track has been configured to use sector names, at this point you can select the name. Use the arrow keys to scroll through the list of available sector names. Press the Mode button to make the selection. The display now shows the word Sector on the center of the bottom line. A record is written to memory of the time the sector is created and the time that firefighters are logged in and out. A firefighter can log into a sector with his personal ID tag, or can be logged in manually as a guest with the Who function key. A transfer tag cannot be used to log a company into a sector. A firefighter must always log out of a sector before logging into another one. A record is written to memory of login and logout times. The number in the upper left corner of the display indicates the number of firefighters currently logged into the sector. The number in the upper right-hand corner shows the number of apparatus or companies logged into the sector. Logging out of a sector, whether by personal ID tag or as a guest, is the same procedure as logging out in station mode. The Who Time function works the same way in sector mode as it does in accountability mode, to view the names of companies, apparatus, or firefighters on the scene. The Time key can be used to monitor the time that a firefighter has been in a sector or in rehab. A PAR can only be initiated manually when in sector mode. Press the PAR key and the LED begins blinking. The PAR key changes to ACK for Acknowledge. Entire companies can be acknowledged by pressing ACK, or individual firefighters can be acknowledged by pressing the Who key again. Scroll through the list and account for firefighters or companies by pressing the ACK key. When the PAR is completed and all firefighters are accounted for, the display will read PAR completed and return to normal operation. If the PAR is completed and all firefighters are not accounted for, the display will prompt Is PAR complete? Press Yes to close the PAR and write the missing firefighters' names to memory. When a PAR is completed and all personnel are not accounted for, the PAR key will be displayed with an asterisk. To view the names of the missing firefighters, press Who and scroll through the list of names. Missing firefighters' names are displayed in reverse video. When a sector closes down, all firefighters in it must log out of the touch and track. When logging out is complete, the display asks if you wish to download data. Data can only be downloaded to the touch and track that is operating in accountability mode. To download, press Yes and place the two instruments about 8 inches apart with their infrared ports aligned. When the main accountability instrument displays Upload Sector, press the Yes key. The LEDs blink to indicate that a link is established. When the data is transferred, the display will notify that the communication is complete, and the instrument will go into station mode. If, when prompted to upload sector, you respond by pressing No, sector information will not be included in the final incident report. When the fire is out and the incident over, everyone must be logged out of the main accountability instrument. Logging out can be accomplished by using a transfer tag or with individual personal ID tags. When all firefighters have been logged out, the display will ask if you wish to close incident. Press Yes. Information can be downloaded later to a PC to generate a report that tells when the incident started, who was there, times that PARs were done, and if anyone is missing. Refer to the operator's manual for details on downloading to a PC. Let's say you logged in using your personal ID tag onto Ladder 34's touch and track and were manually logged out. The next day, you're assigned to work on Engine 12. When you try to log in with your personal ID tag, it reports you're still logged in to Ladder 34. To reset your personal ID tag, insert the button into the receptacle and press the down arrow key. Your ID tag will be reset and you'll be logged in. If your ID tag will not read, or the error reading page 0 message is displayed, your ID may not have been formatted properly and may require reprogramming. Refer to the Touch and Track Operator's Manual for details of formatting and reprogramming your personal ID tag. This video training guide is designed to help our customers in basic day-to-day use of the Touch and Track accountability system. It's not intended to replace the written operator's manual. Please consult the operator's manual for complete directions for the procedures covered in this video, and for instructions on how to configure the Touch and Track, program personal ID tags, and downloading data to a PC.